Hi everyone, Linda Heldman here for Canadian Beats. I have with me on the phone today Catherine Faint from Catherine Faint Entertainment, as well as Cindy Sutch and Sylvia. I don't know your last name, dear.
Mason.
Sorry?
Mason?
Mason? Okay, Sylvia Mason. They all work with Kathy at Catherine Faint Entertainment, and we're here to talk about an upcoming event which will be happening next Thursday in Stouffville at the Willow Springs Winery called Inspired Thinking, and Kathy will be one of the speakers. Kathy, can you tell us a bit about this event?
Yeah, we had talked about doing speaker events for quite a long time. I worked with the Power Within series and the Power Within the Power of Women series back in 2000, and they were basically based on best-selling artists, best-selling authors. I'm sorry, and basically it was about empowerment as well. Some were particularly for women, others were for everyone. This event, we do have all women speakers, and again, it's about empowering women, realizing that we create our own realities through what we're thinking, and the vibration we're sending out in the world. So these lovely women that we have, Cindy can tell you a little bit more about them, but they've all they're all going to share their life journey through their talks. Cindy, if you want to go ahead and just explain, talk about Crystal and Joanne and.
Sure. So our keynote speaker is Crystal Andrus Morissette, and she is an emotional age and communication expert and a woman's advocate. She's been featured on Oprah.com, BBC Radio, New York Post, Toronto Star, and many other media avenues. And she also works closely with Louise Hay, and she is quite an amazing speaker. So she is kindly being our keynote speaker for the evening. We also have Joanne Dallaire, and she has a support network and counseling service called Healing Hands, and she is going to open our evening with a smudging ceremony and singing the morning song. So we are very excited to have her share her life story with us as well. Another group of women that are speaking are four sisters from Caledon, and they have lived on their family farm for the past 50 years, and it's quite an inspiring story around their kitchen table. There's been quite a few things that have been dreamt up, I guess you'd say, sitting around the table. And the first one is the board game Trivia Pursuit.
Mm-hmm.
And another one is the Oak Ridges Marine legislation, provincial legislation. And most recently, they have created a community-supported agricultural initiative on their farm, which is called Mouthful Forest Farm. So they're going to share their stories, as well as they're very involved with the Canadian Whale Institute, which they co-founded, and they are also on the board of Save the Chimps in Florida. So these women are constantly doing things to make the world a better place.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, Kathy Faint will be there as well to talk about the country music industry and her story, and Heather Ballantyne, who
we all know.
Yes.
We all know Heather,
Yep.
and she is one of the top in the top percentage of super luxe car sales in North America, and she's also president of her own entertainment company, so she will share her story.
Mm-hmm.
And she quite often drives around in a Lamborghini, which is always fun to see.
For her.
Yes, and so part of our proceeds will be going to the Native Women's Resource Center in Toronto,
Mm-hmm.
as well as Because I Am a Girl campaign and Shania Kids Can.
That's great. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
So the whole evening is basically about empowering women,
It really is, yes.
which
definitely.
is good.
And we've had some very kind sponsors that have helped us pull this together. DJ Gold Entertainment Accountants, Fran Taylor Remax, Taylor Porter Insurance, and KDO, as well as Catherine Faint.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That is great. That's great. So there are still tickets available?
Yes, there are still tickets available, and you can find the tickets on our website, inspiredthinkingpresents.com.
Okay. Okay. And they are $42?
They are $42 each.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And there's wine there.
It is at a beautiful winery. Oh my goodness, it's absolutely gorgeous, the view.
So
And
bring a
we will also
designated
be having a
driver.
silent auction, so we have some pretty amazing items. So you can have a girls' night out shopping, drinking wine, and listening to some very inspiring stories.
It sounds like a good time. Definitely. Definitely. So anything else you'd like to add? Anybody?
Well, just again, thank you to all the sponsors, and thank you for your interest in presenting this. And hopefully, we'll see you there. And I think it's going to be a really fun night. It's going to be a short night. We're not going to sit there for hours and hours. So come and have a drink of wine, check out the silent auction, and be generous towards some of these charities, because they're all in need, and we appreciate everybody's support on this. And it's going to be fun.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely. So the event is called Inspired Thinking, and it is at Willow Springs Winery in Stouffville, Ontario, next Thursday, October the 13th, from 6:30 to 9:30 p.m. And if you want to get tickets for that, we will post the address to get those. All right. Thank you so very much.
And also, one more thing, Linda. Crystal has some exciting items to give out as well. So
Perfect.
yeah.
Perfect.
And you may want to mention that we will open the doors at 6 so that we could have the silent auction items be ready for viewing, and also a chance to mingle a little bit before we get started.
Mm-hmm. Sounds great. All righty. Okay.
Thank you, Linda.
You're welcome. So we've had Catherine Faint, Sylvia Mason, and Cindy Sutch with Catherine Faint Entertainment, and I'm Linda Heldman for Canadian Beats. Thanks so much for listening.